You're now listening to the Palmetto Dugout Show, hosted by State Director Sammy Esposito, Associate Scouts Drew Stewart and Sean Smith, that discuss all things related to amateur baseball in South Carolina. Here are your hosts.
Welcome back to the Palmetto Dugout Show, episode 114. Danielle gets cut off again. We'll fix that for you. All right, guys, we'll put on the do list.
Keep saying
that.
You keep saying, but you know what? But at least the intro, it's accurate with just us three this time. It's like one of the first times of the who's on it is actually is on it. Yeah, outside of the names at the bottom. So
we won't worry about names.
We got a big birthday coming up tomorrow that we're gonna have a big celebration for.
We can't wait to reveal that.
We can't wait to reveal that one. So, but we'll get to that one here later on.
How are we doing, guys? Coach Smith, how are we doing?
Well,
I'm dry now, which is good. I was just at our fun Carolina baseball game. That did not turn out how we wanted it to, but it is what it is. Replays were good. That's what matters. But field and ground balls, not so good. So that's another conversation, though. But it's okay.
I heard, Coach, I overheard an angry fan. They're all angry, but I overheard an angry fan talk about how they ain't even replay anything on Friday night.
Oh yeah,
was anything supposed to be replayed? I mean,
I don't know. We're all with the new. They're all sending everything back and the earpieces back to Birmingham, so that's on their end. I'm only, when it's non-conference games, then you can come blame me. But when it's conference games, not anymore. I'm not at fault at all. So
I don't know. There was it was just it was classic. That's just fun. Anger. It was just anger. So okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay. See you later.
Instead of taking the L, blame the replay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then it was either going to be that or you're probably going to get washed out with the rain.
Yeah,
because that was
that would have been worse, right?
That would have probably banged the whole thing at that point with the amount of rain that came down. Wouldn't have got the tarp down in time.
No, exactly. Like that was my work is, they go down 6-5 in the 10th and I'm, they're starting to rally, but then the rain's getting harder. And I'm like, oh, geez, they're about to call this game, aren't they? We're not even going to be able to hit. So, no, it was too bad there at the end, but it is what it is, I guess. So we'll get back out there next week. And at Segra on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, the fighting Holbrooks.
The college. Yep.
Ooh, fighting Cougs coming to town. Fighting Holsters.
We'll change that to the game of the day. Hey, who knows?
We'll get Landon Penfield.
Penfield might go 3 for 3 with 3 bombs.
He might.
So to show you how to play the field. Anyway, let's start off before we get into high school stuff, Coach. 2028 rankings.
Coach, they're dropping tomorrow. We've been, we've already updated our 25, 26, 27 rankings. Kind of got a little bit behind the 8 ball in the 28s. We're trying to get these out, and then our wonderful preseason tournaments kind of threw us for a loop, threw us sideways with trying to cover as much baseball as we could, but we got these set and ready to roll. But we've kind of had them set for a handful of days, but they're ready to drop tomorrow. Probably drop those midday sometime. Don't want normally when we update our rankings, we do them nighttime, but obviously with teams playing and stuff, we'll probably drop them midday. Kind of just overlook them one more time, make sure they're locked and loaded. But when we did our first initial rankings of the 28, we kind of did our Sweet 16. That'd be perfect this time for basketball time, March Madness. But we're going to jump that thing up to our 25 man ranking of the 28 class. So we're going to bump that Sweet 16 up to our top 25 into that class. And right, the rankings at this point in time, these are hard, right? The freshman class are hard. Some kids have physically matured earlier than others. Some are more projectable than others. Some are performing at a higher level at maybe the varsity level right now. Some are maybe not at the varsity level, but doesn't mean they're not a great player because maybe they're behind a senior-laden team and their coach just wanted to get some at-bat. So it's a little tricky when we release these right now just because somebody goes, well, my boy's playing on the varsity team or he's on the varsity team. Why ain't he ranked higher than so-and-so? He's not – there's a lot that we take into this. And, when we initially dropped the first 28 rankings, we didn't want to expand a huge number of rankings on that one. That's kind of why we did that Sweet 16 the first time. Just kind of want to keep it a lower number. And now we're going to kind of expand a little bit more because we've gotten a chance to see a lot more guys, right? We saw a ton of guys at the preseason All-State and our ID, right? Our Columbia ID, we saw a couple kids in that 28 rankings that we kind of had a better feel for. And then we've luckily had a couple weeks of high school season to see a couple of these guys, but a lot goes into it. And, the one thing we do want to put into this is we kind of put it all into it, right? Performance, but also a little projectability that goes into this. And, just because a freshman, even if he is playing at the varsity level and maybe he's a pitcher and he's not having the success maybe a senior would have, that's not going to knock him that much at this point in time. Because let's be honest, how many freshmen in high school, or if there's some dads out there listening, how many of you guys, when you guys were freshmen in high school, were having a ton of success, at that level? So we kind of take a lot of factors into it, but we're going to keep that thing at 25 and we'll look to expanding that into the next year. But we will drop this thing probably midday sometime tomorrow.
Hey, and we'll get to see one of those top 28s this week in the 3-game series of the week, Coach. Watch out. Get to that here shortly. Sean Smith has no clue.
He's still drying off. You know what I mean? He's still drying off.
I was wearing my hat from the Classic, and that was the wrong day to wear that one. And then it's already sitting outside drying. So.
And then you switched it to a really good hat you got on there too.
Yeah,
look at it.
Shipyard Showdown. Look at him.
Now, another item of business here. Players of the week have been going out for coaches to fill out, right, Coach?
Yeah, obviously social media pumps. We started rolling those out on Thursday, attaching the link. Emails are going out. I believe they're going out to high school coaches at 8:00 tonight, and they'll also get sent out again tomorrow morning to those high school coaches. Fill those things out, right? We want to be able to pub your players in your schools the best we can, right? We'll do the players of the week, and we'll do what we did last year, right? We tally them up, see who's in there, get the best ones, and then we'll let the people vote. We'll put it out there to a poll and let them vote on it on Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it, and let them vote and kind of have the top 3 players and the pitchers on there and see who's going to win the player of the week and the pitcher of the week. And then everybody else will rotate into that diamond notes go in there. So hopefully these high school coaches that are out there fill that email out, fill that questionnaire out. It's really easy, right? Go in there, feel who it is in there, the stats. Even if you think, well, maybe he wasn't – if you think a player deserves to get their name in there, right, and maybe, Drew Stewart was 10 for 12 and is going to win it, but Sean Smith was 8 for 12. He might not get the player of the week, but he's going to get his recognition in the diamond notes, right? So we're here to try to pub these players in this state the best we can, right? And even if somebody wins it once, turn them in again, right? As these weeks go on and on throughout the year, because they might win it again, but if they're not going to win it again, they might get it in that diamond note again, and you're going to pub your players, you're going to pub your program the best we can, and that's what we're here for, right? This is in reality, these things are free publicity for your program, for your players, for everything that's out there. So those emails are going out tonight. They're going to get a reminder in the morning. Takes you 5 minutes to fill that thing out. Plus, I think we got another reminder going out on social media tonight, and we got another one going out tomorrow morning on social media. So we try to get those things out there. And in that social media link is the form to fill it out. So I know we've already gotten a couple people filled it out already. We've gotten it. So fill that thing out there. We want to let the people know how great the players are in the great state of South Carolina and what everybody's program has to offer. Hell, even if it's one game, right? I know last week was a little tricky with some programs coming off of tournaments and maybe only played one game. So what, right? If the guy was 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 4 RBIs, throw him in there. Or he goes 4 innings and punched out 8, throw him in there, right? That's we'll put that out there, and if we think they're one of the top 3 guys in there, or maybe he's tied for top 4, we'll let the people vote on that one. Let those people interact and give them their players of the week.
Make sure and we talk about those diamond notes too, Sean, on the high school recap show.
I was just about to say that, Coach. Is there anything media wise that's attached to those diamond notes? How does that work?
Wait a minute. We're attaching on that diamond notes on Wednesday. What is it you guys are talking about? What do you guys talk about every Wednesday that we release? Y'all break it down.
Sean, your turn.
Coach, we got the high school recap show every week going on. That's we have these games of the week and things like that, and the series of the week that we're going to give a little bit more pub to, like Sammy was kind of alluding to with just kind of giving that a little more looks and stuff like that. But then on our show with me and Drew, the high school recap show, we'll go through and kind of run through a number of different games and teams and regions, classes, all that kind of a thing, and make sure that everybody gets their proper recognition. So yeah, we make sure when you get your subscription that you can check out those diamond notes and see the videos there from me and Drew there. So we'll go in depth a little bit more on some games that maybe we didn't get to on the podcast. So that'll be coming out on Wednesday. So look forward to that.
And we've been attaching that here in the past couple of weeks with the classification stories that have been out. Well, now that's been rolling, and now we're going to start to roll into the players of the week and the diamond notes, kind of get multiple looks at that thing rolling into that. So Drew and Sean have been doing a fantastic job of breaking it down a little bit more in-depthly with the players and doing a little bit more. So check that thing out. Those guys are doing an awesome job. And, I know everybody likes to hear themselves, talked about a little bit more. So those guys are doing a great job of breaking down the players of the state.
And I've already got 3 notes on the next show about 3 big series that we're not going to really talk about on this show that weren't our series of the week. Sean, it's some big week last week. And we'll get to it here in just a second. We got a comment. What do we got? Okay, never mind.
Not a good comment, obviously.
Sammy and Sean has no clue what's about to come up right here. It is time. We're going to do this year. There's going to be a prize, though, however. So we will create a bracket showdown as we approach March Madness. We'll send the link out. Winner of the bracket gets a special prize. Not going to tell you yet. But we'll see who wins it. You never know what you might get. Bracket will start, Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, starts Thursday. Well, we're not doing those playing games now. What are you talking about?
No, you can still put in your brackets after the playing games.
Yeah. Play-ins are for losers. Like a tar hole. So we'll release that here very soon. So make sure you fill that out now. Well, we got one more thing here. My video is not working here. Palmetto Power. Hell, this could be for the last 3 weeks. William Butchall of Seneca. I feel like he's hitting 14 home runs to this point for Seneca. But, Coach, he's hitting like 3 every week, right?
Coach, he's wearing it out. I feel like if I had my phone on me right now, it's over there charging. But if I had my phone on me, I feel like we might get a notification right now, because I feel like every night he's tagging us and hashtagging the Palmetto Power with a tank. And they're no cheapies, I feel like, when he's tagging us on these things.
5, Coach, 5.
Right. And it's not a shock, right? We got a chance to watch him live and in person at the Futures game, but Cut is wearing it out up there. I'm shocked none of the balls have been hitting your house up there, Drew, in your neck of the woods up there that he's been hitting. But he's obviously a very special talent up there for Seneca and committed to the old Mississippi Rebs. But he's a very talented player that obviously hits a bunch of tanks, and obviously probably get a little Palmetto gas going on the mound as well. So he's doing it right now. But kudos to him as well, right? And we talk about this all the time. The Palmetto Power, let me rephrase it. The hashtag Palmetto Power is going nuts on the feed, but don't forget to tag Prep Baseball South Carolina as well, right? Don't just hashtag Palmetto Power. I don't have that big of a life, but I'm not constantly just scrolling for hashtag Palmetto Power out there. So make sure you tag Prep Baseball South Carolina with the hashtag Palmetto Power when you're hitting these things. Every once in a while, I am scrolling and I do see it and I go, boom, somebody hit it. They just forgot to tag. So we will quote tweet that thing, but hashtag it and tag us while you're doing that, just like our man Cut's been doing up there for Seneca and dropping them tanks. Hopefully the next one he does hit drills Drew as he's walking out of his house.
Well, I was gonna.
If he hits that one, God almighty.
Every time I go somewhere, somebody goes, "Oh, where's Drew at today, Seneca?" I'm like, "Shit."
I haven't been to Seneca in a long time.
Because McShovin ain't up there.
McShovin ain't there no more. Yeah, they got little McGovern. Can't call him McShovin. Well, he's been shoving too, so he might be little McShovin. Who knows? Hey, watch out. Now, this will be Sean right here as we look at it. So we had a game of the day last week. It was Dorman versus Eastside in a very good pitcher's duel. Dorman ultimately takes the dub there. Now, what were the picks like? I think someone picked Eastside. Was it you, Sean?
Yeah, it was.
Sean took Eastside. So Sean starts out 0-1 while the rest of us start 1-0. But Sean, you were there, right?
Yeah, and it was started out feeling good for me. Eastside went up about 4-1, I think, and I was like, okay, here we go. I was like, let's make it happen. But no, yeah, it was a really good pitching matchup with both 2027s, maybe the top two arms in the state, I think, in the class. I might be missing somebody. Don't quote me on that. But Connor Wells, the big lefty, and Cooper DeVries, who obviously has had a lot of coming up in the last couple of months or so, weeks and things like that, throwing 95 down there at the shipyard. He was out there again. So it was really good to see. DeVries was 91 and 94 with fastball and showcased the slider a little bit more. And, I was happy to get some good open side video of him as well. And kind of see how like Sammy always says, see how the arm works and see how the lower half really gets down the mound and things like that. Didn't have the best command on the day with Cooper. He scattered a couple, like 5 walks or 4 or 5 walks and a couple hit batsmen as well. It's high school baseball, so it's hard. When you give free passes and things like that, there's chances are you're not going to have a ton of success there in the game. But Eastside was out there to an early lead. They had some good couple of base hits here and there, and got maybe some errors mixed in as well. But they scratched across some runs and go up 4-1. But Dorman was not to be trifled with, I guess. So they come back, and Connor Wells was 88-89, the big lefty. He had the slider working as well. Some 2-plane break on that. He's just so projectable, and I mean he's got so much more room, I think, to grow as well. He had 10 strikeouts on the day with just over 4 innings. So I mean he was as good as advertised pretty much every time. And at the plate for Dorman, Jackson White had a couple good RBIs and a couple big knocks there for him that I was happy to get some good video of as well. So he was out there. He was probably the player of the game at the plate there. But then also Palmer Hornick for them as well, the Virginia Tech commit, and was at the Future Games with us this past year. He just does it all, man. He's playing third base for right now because they got Earnhardt, the senior at shortstop, who's another really good player too. But Hornick does it in the field, in the box, on the mound as well. He's got a sweet left-handed swing. He had a nice little RBI. It might not have been. It was a good single, and then I think it got past the left fielder, and it ended up being a run scored on it. But then he hopped on the mound too at the end of the game and closed out the final 2 innings with 4 strikeouts and no base runners. He came out there and he was 87-90 with a really good hammer slider, breaking ball, slider, curveball, whatever you want to call it. But he was fine in the zone with that a lot too. But anyway, yeah, it was a good game, and some scouts out there as well. Obviously, they were checking on some seniors there that night, but we're treated to a pretty nice little game with those younger guys that I know they're making some notes of as well, and some people that I'm sure will be on some pro radars as they get older and through the years and things like that. But anyway, yeah, it was a good game to get out there. We were talking about it on the last podcast, but I was like, hey, where are the upstate guys going? And then I look at the map and I'm like, oh, I'm probably the closest one, so I'm already up 26, so I was like an hour away. But yeah, so I got to go up to Dorman Community College up there and see what that campus is like. But no, it was a good experience, and I'm glad we got to go see what was going on with those two teams. And obviously a couple ones in 5A that we're going to be following pretty closely. But Dorman ended up taking the series 2 out of 3 with a couple 7-4 victories in the first game and the last game. The last one was at Floor Field, right? It was at up in Greenville there, so that was pretty cool too to see. But yeah, a couple pretty solid teams that got some depth and some good bats and some arms as well that were pretty electric. So a couple of teams that we're definitely going to want to keep our eyes on going forward. And I wouldn't be shocked to see them in either team in another game of the day or a series of the week kind of a thing as well. So yeah, good to see Dorman and Eastside out there battle it out last Tuesday. So
Dorman, look at him, coach.
Boys are rolling.
We missed the ball on that one to start the year, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. We did. We screwed that one up. You know what? Sometimes you just got to admit when you're wrong, and we screwed that one up. But they're rolling. They got it going. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Can't get them all right.
As long as it's right at the end, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I'll pick the winner when the season's over with.
See, then we'll be right.
Yeah. Hey, how about before we move on real quick? I was just popped up on my Twitter feed here. Sean, you'll remember this name. Remember Nate Williams at the Flodar Scout Day a couple years ago?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Right. He was pitching today for old Hale State.
Okay.
95-96 against Texas, going with a curveball 79-82. Little Flodar. Right? How about that? How about them apples? So sorry for changing subject there, but
no, he was probably
up on there. But he went. He was about there. He was there. Him and the Poston boy the same day. How about those two guys?
Mm-hmm.
That was impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Flodar still doing it.
Still doing it. That's the best scout day of the year, right?
God almighty. It was a good one.
So Sean, you said you went to Dorman Community College. I took the trip down to Daniel Technical College for the 2-game series of the week. But the Fountain Inn Fury fans are going to be hounding the Instagram comments. Mike Hawks can get on the train here in a minute, as he already has. But anyway, our 2-game series of the week was Daniel and Fountain Inn at Daniel on Wednesday night, in which Prep Baseball South Carolina was there for a period of time. We went 10 innings at Daniel. Really good game. A little sloppy to start with, a lot of walks, a lot of errors. However, McCrary settled in about the 4th, 5th inning. Fountain Inn brought in Joel Irizarry, more than a uni. Kid shut down Daniel for about 5 innings. Some big at bats later in the game. Some guys coming through. Spencer Kahn had a big hit. Quint Cumby, how about this for Daniel? 5 for 5 with the walk-off hit. Hey, that should be in the diamond notes, right? Yeah. Who knows, right? Sadler with a big hit for Fountain Inn to tie the game with 2 outs in the 7th. 2 really good teams. I know we've seen them a lot, but they're very similar teams, both scrappy, not uber talented, but know how to win a baseball game. And I got a feeling those 2 are going to be duking it out for an upper state championship later in the year. But then they went down to Fountain Inn, and the Fury, I feel like they play at Doug Kingsmore Stadium when they play at Fountain Inn because they got all those short porches. I think I've seen 35 home runs on Twitter hit at Fountain Inn. But nonetheless, they run roll Daniel 12-2, and they split the series. So Sean and Austin were right on the split.
Got one.
So Sean, you got your win back there. Sammy took Fountain Inn. I took Daniel. We both take an L. But 2 really good things.
I took the L. I gave myself the L because I had to go against your graphic you put up. That was the whole. I would have 100% taken the split, but I had to go with against your graphic.
You didn't have
to. I know when you put yourself as a damn graphic as a picture in the caboose, I had to take it. I had to go against you.
The pain train.
Yeah.
Where is that?
No, don't. God almighty.
Hey, look at this. It could be a series of the week, and not next week, the week after. Daniel takes on Seneca. That show might hit my house that day. Who knows?
Maybe you'll be there and you catch a foul tip off the nose. You never know.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? Some of us may be there. I don't know. Since apparently I go to Seneca every other day now. Everybody knows.
Was Seneca like one of your picks last year, or is just
No, I've never picked Seneca to win anything.
Oh, okay. Well, no, because I was wondering, because
sure.
I mean, if Daniel's going to be your new Seneca this year, because I was thinking it might be because of your picks, I guess. But no,
Daniel is my new Hanahan this year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's no longer a Stewie Hawk. He's a pain trainer.
Okay. Pain trainer. Gotcha.
I'm big time on the pain train.
Yeah. So he'll crash that pain train just like he
sure will.
No,
crashed and burned the Stewie Hawk.
That train's not derailing anytime soon. Might derail in May. But never know. Better hope they don't play at Fountain Inn. There might be 45 home runs hitting that game. 3-game series of the week recap. There was only one person that got this one right. Catawba Ridge takes down Fort Mill 2 games out of 3. Espo, only one to call it. Now, me and Austin do finish tied 2-1 on the week, but look at the Copperheads, big time.
Copperheads figuring it out. You know, that's. I think, you know, we were talking about this earlier, Drew. You can almost pick a 3-game series of the week out of the teams out of that region almost every week. That might be one of the toughest regions in the state this year. Right, with all, you know, right this week it's Fort Mill and Clover, and I think Clover's 6-2, something. They got a really good record. They came off, you know, a really great week. You know, you can almost go, they're going to be the 3-game series a week, but whoever these teams are all matching up with, it's, you know, Indian Land. They're another hot team up there that's rolling, so they're all going to be tough. But Fort Mill, Catawba Ridge, I mean, powerhouse battle right there, going off early to start region play. And I mean, 3 good games, right? Going at it. And I don't know. It's going to be a battle up there. It's going to be one of those things where people are going to get left out or get in a bad bracket somewhere just because they're having to come through there and fight their way out of it at the end of the season. So it's that area of the state. Watch out now. We're going to fight, try to keep fighting our way to get up there as much as we can this spring, because it's there's some very, very talented teams, very talented coaches up there, and very talented players. So we're excited to see how this one shakes out. But yeah, I think we can almost circle. We're gonna have a 3-game series of the week, A and B, and it might just be this region every single week with them to an extent.
A lot of 1-run games between the two.
No doubt.
A lot of them with some firepower there. That could be, Coach. It's tough to play that series that early in the year. That could define who really is the region championship you play at the beginning of the year.
100%. And you know, it's kind of tough because you know, you're both kind of coming off of some preseason tournaments. You know, who played in the last one? Is our pitching lined up the right way to go into it? Is it not lined up? How's it going? I mean, that's you just don't know how those things are going. Then all of a sudden it's like, hey, go get them, boys. You know, and who's gonna scratch and claw and figure it out and make the play at the right time. And you got 2 probably very similar equal teams battling out for it. And, you know, that's why I think they were, you know, those games kind of shook out how they were when it's all said and done. Coin flips.
We'll see if those 2 can power through. Now that's we don't do the Power 25 until next week, but I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of shakeup again. This is comparable to college basketball right now. Everybody's beating everybody. So with that, the big upsets of the week. How about? Hold on, let's get to it here. Mid Carolina takes down Chapin. So number 1 goes down. Lexington took down James Island. 2 big upsets there. How about this one? We've never done this, but here it is. Team of the week. The Green Wave. They take down Hanahan and Lexington all in the same week. 2 huge wins for Somerville. They vaulted into the top 25, and now they may go up even further if they can keep winning for next week.
It's the Green Wave. You know, we caught a little heat early on for not ranking them. You know, maybe they were right, maybe we were wrong again. But you never know. Only time shakes itself out. But they're playing. extremely great baseball right now and finding ways to win. And they got a very talented roster and lineup in there and a deep pitching staff, and they're getting it done. And they're playing, a really good schedule, right? It's not like they're playing some softies out there. They're playing a really good roster and they're winning games. And boom, here they go, beating tough teams and taking them down, and playing them no matter when and where and on the road and all that good stuff, and coming up and beating the fighting Coach Huxes and Coach Smiths as his assistant coach over here. So it's
got a big win versus the Trojans, though. No, I mean Somerville. Yeah. I'm looking at their schedule now. They've played Fox Creek, who's a pretty good team. Cardinal Newman, really good team for Skeeza. Aiken, who's kind of a sleeper, and that was my pick for sleeper. Airport, who's always really good. Hanahan, obviously, who we've seen in Lexington. I mean, that's a really good schedule right there, and that's 6-0 right there. So I mean,
strength of schedule might be the number one in the state.
RPI, baby, come on.
Oh, their RPI's through the roof. They're working on trying to keep that one seat up there. trying to get up there, but they're doing it. I mean, and they're in an area. It's going to be to me. And people can yell at us on here and get on. It's going to be a top-heavy region. When they get into region playing, there's going to be a top-heavy, and it's going to see who it shakes out when it gets in there. But they're putting themselves in a position. They're feeling good. They're winning games. They're going to be able to roll through there and keep that thing going. But the Green Wave, they're building that wave up, and they're going to take us all down.
They got James Island coming up. The series starts on March 31st. So that's coming up here in just a couple of weeks. So they'll get a good test.
Watch out now.
Woo! After a Power 25 release too, I think. But I guess that'll be next week. The series will be the week after. But
yeah, the second week. What we'll do is we'll get them all ranked up good, and then they'll all lose.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's kind of that's traditionally what our Power 25 has done to people. We jinx them all.
Mm-hmm.
That's we have the Power 25 jinx. So we'll shoot them up there, and then we'll just squash their hopes and dreams real quick. So we do apologize to anybody that we ruined their season with their ranking.
Yeah, we just got the best comment ever on Instagram. Someone said, "Talk about Chester."
That's Drew. Drew, that's all you.
I'll be there tomorrow. I might stop by Rose's. See the Cyclones are winning baseball now. So watch out. Rockets. Yeah. The gang will be riding through Chester County tomorrow. Go Cyclones. I hope they win a lot of games this year. Anyway, let's move to the game series of the week. Here we go. We're going to start this one off. Little.
Nope.
Boom. Game of the day on Saturday. Charlotte Christian. Let's take the little thing off. Travels to Lexington. I think, if I'm not correct here, Charlotte Christian is the number one team in North Carolina according to their Power 25.
Yeah. So
they release hot. One?
Yeah, they do release one. They take on the number 8 South Carolina team. Haven't they already played?
Did they play? Was that?
Already played.
Yeah.
Let's see who won.
Hang on.
We don't even know. We just make shit up.
We just talk.
Charlotte Christian won 4-3.
Yep,
so really close game for Lexington on the road. And now they get to face them at home. So it's prediction time. I know where we're all going with this.
This is easy.
Give me the South Carolina boys. We always whip up on those Tar Hole boys. Lexington wins.
This is easy,
John.
Lexington for sure. It's that's my pick. Hey, shout out to our guy Graham Coleman. He went yard at the last Charlotte Christian game. We've got some good video on that on Twitter. So shout out to him, JFG.
Yep, you got him a little Palmetto power action in that one. Yeah, Lexington. Maybe if we can throw a G in there to make that spelling right, maybe on Lexington. But maybe if we can get that spelled properly. Listen.
Yeah, okay, well, I can't hold on. I can't go back and edit it right now. We'll fix it. Sorry, Lexington. That's that Chester coming out.
Yeah, get that Chester. You don't say all the letters up there, but yeah, Lexington for sure for the win.
How about this as the 3-game series of the week? Look at this. Different, weird, different.
Switching it up, boys.
Emerald takes on Wren in a 3-game series. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I believe. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Wednesday will be at Wren. Monday, Friday at Emerald. A lot of talent here. Emerald's got some young talent. They've been playing well. Wren's always a scrappy, talented team. Give me the Vikings to take 2 or 3 here.
That's a good pick.
Ooh.
Who's next? Me? I'll go next.
Yeah.
Give me. Oh, let me look. I just pulled them up. Wren is 6-1.
Yeah.
And Emerald is
3-3.
3-3. So playing better.
Don't count it.
Emerald's played the last 2 games pretty high scoring. I'm gonna go Hurricanes 2 out of 3. Give me Wren to keep it rolling.
We're gonna go. So what do we got? We got Wren. We got 2 games at Emerald. Usually I just go with the easy one and go, we're going to go home team. But I'm with Sean. I think Wren is going to go 2 or 3 in this one. And they're going to win Monday and Wednesday. And Emerald's going to take the Friday game.
All right.
So the Hurricanes going to blow through. Get a couple dubs.
PBSC will be there on Wednesday.
All right.
We'll see the Vikings and the Hurricanes at beautiful Hurricane Field. Now, don't count out the Fighting Heights, okay? Don't count them out.
Nobody's counting them out. But
2 or 3.
We're just not counting them to win.
Records can be deceiving. We got to look at what's the RPI, Sean?
Yeah, Emerald's a little lower. They're at about 42, and Wren's they got some good wins, so they're up near closer to like 13, something like that. So
what's Wren's best win? What are we looking
at? Their best. They just beat Palmetto 2 times. Their best win.
Oh, that's like Palmetto's got an RPI of 400.
Hillcrest.
Yeah,
they beat Hillcrest.
Hillcrest. Only loss is a 6-5 loss to Powdersville.
And Powdersville RPI fell through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
It did, but you know what?
What was it at the time, though? It was March, just this past week, I guess. Well, it depends on what it was at the time.
It's one of those. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. 2-game series of the week. How about this one? We're
gonna watch out now. Big one right here.
Mid Carolina takes on Clinton. Big series here. Mid Carolina they lost earlier in the week. They rebounded, beat Chapin on the weekend. Short little drive for Mid Carolina. Make sure they don't stop at Arby's. They'll be late for the game.
Then it's going to be a long drive if they start.
Yeah, a long drive then. However, give me Mid Carolina with the sweep.
I like that. Oh, man. Wait, home and home?
Yes.
I would say split because I like Clinton and I've been seeing him. Obviously, they got Luke Young out there. Who's a really good player, and then another guy who's throwing. I saw some video that was pretty solid. I just think Mid Carolina is too hot. Just give me the Rebs. 2-0.
Ooh, wow. Sean's trying to get taken out by them Clinton boys. Who tried to take?
Somebody tried to take. That was Strom Thurmond.
Who tried to take?
Brittle.
Was that Strom Thurmond or was that Clinton?
I think it was Strom Thurmond tried to take his damn kneecap out. It was either Strom Thurmond or Clinton or Mid Carolina. It was one of the 3.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you got it easy up there in that damn in that middle of the state mafia up there. Now you got to watch out. But I'm going. I think this is going to be a tough battle. That's going to go like a push. So I'm going to go right there in the middle. I think I think they both win their home game. Mid Carolina's got they got a nasty right hander on the mound, but Clinton's got some good firepower. I think it's going to be a really good games. This is the one you wish was going 3 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
To see the deciding on this one. You almost wish they go, hey, we're gonna do it for shits and giggles and play a 3rd game on this one.
Scrimmage.
But yeah, we're gonna play by the rules and we're just going 2 games. But we're gonna go split on this one. But really good battle right here.
If they split, they have to. Both teams have to take their buses and go eat at Arby's
and see who gets out of there first.
that's the series winner. It's the tiebreaker.
Yeah. But they each got to all order the exact same thing, so there's no like.
no.
Like this, I rode by there a week ago, and there's nobody there, nobody in the drive-through line. But lo and behold, there's one person going through the line. I'm at QT, so I go to QT, then Zaxby's. So when I pull into QT, someone's at the window to pay and get their food. When I leave Zaxby's,
they're still
in the line.
Still there. You can fill up a 40-gallon tank of gas at the QT, go into the bathroom, get you a big gulp, go over, get you a coffee at the Starbucks, hit up the Zaxby's, and still beat the people out of that Arby's.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I don't understand it. Hey,
and they get your order wrong.
Yeah, they always get it wrong. How about this comment right here? Thank you for this comment. Read this.
Charlie Christian plays Louis Beckham. All right. Little South Carolina tour.
Right.
Cool.
Yep. They do a tour. Yeah, they always do that tour.
Oh, all right.
B Hall, you better change those rankings. They're playing the South Carolina boys.
Yeah, watch out.
Do they hold it against their rankings?
Well, you shouldn't, because South Carolina's better. So,
right.
True.
These are like quad 1 games for them, right?
Yeah, this booster ranking.
Quad 1 games. They're up there playing quad 3 and 4 in North Carolina. They had to come play quad 1s.
Exactly.
Even though, hey, while we're talking about rankings, James Allen, look, I need y'all to start winning some more games. We fought and scratched and clawed to get you guys ranked higher in the national preseason ranking, and y'all losing some damn games. Let's go. We got y'all ahead of them North Carolina teams. Don't even quit losing now. Come on, man.
Hey, them and Charlotte Christian. Let's see who wins.
Yeah, y'all making us look bad.
Coach, you're killing us on the podcast. Everybody thinks we're just only cheering for James Allen for everything, and you're telling them, "Hey, we need to chill. We need to relax." Like, come on, you're killing us.
I mean, look, trying to pull for little old South Carolina. You know what I mean? That was our chance to make a move. Somerville last year, that didn't work either.
It never works for us.
Oceanside the year before, right? With all the commitments.
Yeah, I need to quit. I just need to stop. When they go, who do you suggest that needs to be in their rankings? I'm gonna go, no one.
You tell me.
You'll leave us. I'm gonna go. You just leave us alone down here.
Hey, before we get out of here, we're gonna add one more thing to this, okay? So we're starting to do a college baseball pick'em. Which will be
boy
on the beautiful Instagram website, the Twitter. But however, we're gonna pick we're gonna pick 3 series today on this one. So this will be 3 of your 10 boys. So we'll start off with this one. The Tigers host Wake Forest next weekend in a 3-game set.
Where?
It's at Clemson.
We should put Clemson second in the
It says versus. Screw you.
He did say host.
If you would listen,
I wouldn't.
So Sammy, you go second. Sean's going last because Austin's not on here. I'll go first as always. Give me the Tigers to take 2 of 3.
You know, I would have probably picked Wake, except for I was watching them last night, and the announcer goes, "This is the first time ever in the history of Wake Forest baseball they've started off 5-0, and then they swept, so they're 6. So just due to that, I don't think they're going to continue on. The law of averages is going to catch up to them here. I don't think they're going to continue on and go to like 8-9-0. So I go the Tigers winning 2-3.
I don't.
But that's my massive logic on this one right here. I think Wake is bound to just lose. The numbers are going to catch up to them and even them out right here.
If it's at Clemson, Tigers 2 out of 3, I guess.
Did you hear Did you hear what was in his voice?
I mean, that's just like he was getting shanked in the stomach right there.
Can't do that.
Poor guy, man. Poor guy. We'll go to you here, Sean. Gamecock. This is at Arkansas, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gamecocks travel to Arkansas. On my picks, I only took of the 10 series. I only took 2 of them being sweeps. This is one. My national champ pick. Give me Arkansas because hell, every time I pick, they got to sweep Carolina. Anybody?
Damn.
Samuel.
I'm up. Oh, sorry. I'm going Arkansas 2-3. Arkansas 2-3.
That's kind. Yeah. Also, Arkansas 2 out of 3.
Wow.
Maybe.
Why maybe?
Maybe.
We can get a lot of single. We'll be good.
Hey, that ball flies up there in Arkansas.
All right. We'll see.
That wind was howling out of Founders yesterday, wasn't it?
Sure was.
How was it today? What were the flags doing today?
It was blowing out for a while, but it wasn't obviously as crazy as yesterday with that big storm rolling in. But yeah, I mean, and then the rain came, so everything was dead after that. But
we'll stay here. Coastal Carolina travels to Troy. A top 25 matchup here. Give me the shots. 2 out of 3.
Ooh. At Troy.
Tough one.
I feel like Coastal hasn't left the state. They have. They went down to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Second week of the year for that tournament. I think they won 2 out of 3 down there, if I remember correctly. I think I'm going with the Chants as well. I think they win 2 or 3 down there. I think they're starting to figure out our boy Coach Williams down there, that pitching staff. I think they're all starting to figure those things out, the pieces where they need to go, and they always can score runs, especially in the Fun Belt. So I'm going with the Chants.
I like that pick too. Yeah, I agree. I've been paying attention to the Chanticleer, seeing what they've been doing the most recent weeks, and yeah, it looks like that pitching's kind of coming around. But give me the home team. Give me the Trojans. 2 out of 3.
About to say, Sean's saving the picks right here. We've all been on the same one, so saving the picks.
Sean always saves the picks and then gets blessed out in comments.
Exactly. Well, that's why you know where I want to go with the Wake Clemson pick, but I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I might get hammered again.
8 of the 10 series, 6 of them are SEC. I think 3 of them are ACC, and then you got so you'll see those come out very soon as the picks, but those are our 3 there. However, I sent Austin the games of the week stuff, and he sent me his picks. Okay, you ready? His game of the day, he's taking Lexington. For his 3-game series of the week, he's taking Wren to take 2 of 3, so I saved the graphic. And then he saves the graphic. He's taking Clinton to sweep on the 2-game series of the week.
Wow.
All right.
Hey, by the way, how many pounds of meat do you think he's eating right now at the Brazilian steakhouse?
He better be putting some down.
Do you think he's flipped that?
He probably ordered that one. He said, "Damn, this ain't no Vienna sausage."
Waiter goes back in the kitchen and said, "We had some guy talking about stand-up weenies. What the fuck?"
Y'all got stand-up weenies as an appetizer?
Leave that thing on green. Yeah.
I mean, he should have joined just to show a picture of his food.
I mean, damn right. I mean, just real quick, hopped on, shown us what we got, and then get out. I mean, I know we're interrupting his birthday dinner.
Oh, you told everybody.
You told
Oh,
everybody.
sorry.
Damn. Well,
bad. You know,
you'll see it later. You don't know when his birthday is.
you don't know when his birthday is.
Anything else we got to add, guys?
No, we'll be out and about this week. TBD and a few things, but a few of us will be out and about at some games this week. Starting off tomorrow night and rolling throughout the week. So be on the lookout for. Hopefully my streak continues on with some more Palmetto Powers at my games. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it's good for the scoreboard. It's not a good thing for the pitching staff, but so check us out on there, right? We'll keep it rolling with coaches. If you're out there listening, or players, go get your coach's ear, fill out the player of the week stuff. We want to pub the players of the state. We want to get that out. That's what we're here for, to try to promote these guys the best we can. And the best thing, we got some cool ass new graphics this year for the players and pitchers of the week. So we want to be able to throw those one out this year. So fill that stuff out, get it in, promote those guys, and we'll get that stuff rolling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we I'm looking at the schedule. I'm Coach. We didn't talk about Wednesday, right? For where I may or may not go. We talked about
Correct.
Wednesday. Yes. Tuesday. That Mid Carolina and Clinton game is calling my name, I think. And we might have to look into that.
You're back in now? You're back in?
I might be up there. I might be up there. That's
okay.
It was a little closer of a drive than I thought it was going to be. Whenever I was heading up to Dorman, I saw the exit for Clinton. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very.
And I was like, oh, it's right. So yeah, I might go. Although I took the Rebs to sweep them. Do I want to go to Clinton? That's the question.
You might get your kneecaps broke.
Put a face mask on.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Get a mask. Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll get smacked.
You might get something free.
Yeah, it's an easy drive for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I had no. Like I was halfway of the way up to Dorman. I felt like, and I was like, oh, it's right here. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's for you. It's probably a 30-minute drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it wasn't bad at all. Drew, we're getting some Chester comments in the Instagram comment. You gonna respond to these?
Where they at? I ain't seen
it. Where they at?
Chester versus Fairfield. Give me them damn Cyclones, boy. This shit Fairfield ain't got no roses. Give me Chester. It's easy. Fairfield got something else though, but they ain't got no roses. Anyway.
Ooh, you know what? Also, we're gonna hopefully we'll release this week too. We're about a week behind the all tournament team.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we're a little behind on this one, but all tournament team should be released this week as well.
Whose job was that?
No one in particulars. We don't have jobs around here, Sean.
Sounds like a job for a operations guy, right?
Damn right it does.
I got some news on that one, by the way, Sean. So hold on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So but hopefully this week we'll have that out, and then on top of that, what we talked about before, if you've made that all tournament team, based on your grad year, you'll get some kind of discount code into whether it's an event or our online store. Nice. for your pub on that one. So look for those fun things coming out here.
People to come back, Coach. You name them, and then you say, "Hey, you know what? You played well at our event. Come on back."
Look what you did. Come on back. Come on back. You got to give them what they want. You know what I mean?
That's what we always do. But
that's
anyway,
where we're at.
Did we get any more comments on Chester?
No, mighty Chester.
I'm gonna see Chester real soon. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Not for a game.
Put that vest on.
Be nice and tight. Be like hit with hard rubber bullets. Anyway, that's gonna do us for episode 114. On episode 115, we've got a Power 25 update for you. Make sure on Wednesday you stay tuned to social media accounts as that high school recap show will be out. Me and Sean breaking down some extra stuff. Stay tuned to all the accounts this week. A lot of games going on. From all of us here at Prep Baseball, South Carolina, we hope you have a great week.